Top of the morning, my Cadillacers. Top of the morning, Ken Folk. It's the Cadillac Top Morning Show. I am your host, Macaroni, Big Tony Jones in the building. Salute to everybody watching this morning. Wherever you are in the world, I send you nothing but love, blessings, prayer. I hope your family's good, your health is straight, and your finances even better. If it's your first time checking in, let me know what country, what state, what province, what street corner, what penthouse in the sky you checking in from, because we worldwide, and it's nothing but love. It's New Year's Eve, everybody. I don't know what y'all doing, but I'm rocking with y'all. And if y'all rocking with me, then we rocking together. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? In the nighttime, just be safe. We got some shit to get into today. It's the last live of the year. You know what I'm saying? So I first got to say thank you to everybody that's popped in all year. It's been a great, amazing run. You know what I'm saying? We done got monetized this year. You know what I'm saying? The YouTube partnership. We coming up in the world. Got some great things coming for 2026. You know what I'm saying? So this morning, Diddy's sons have decided they're going to do a documentary. I said, for what? But it was, you know, we're going to break it down, and we're going to see what 50 Cent got to say about it, and you know how it goes.
That's right, you guys. In response to 50 Cent's doc about their father Diddy, Diddy's sons King Combs and Justin Combs came together and said, you know what? Since you want to paint a nasty narrative about a father, well, why don't we tell our side of the story? Yesterday, these guys released a trailer for their doc that they're going to be dropping soon. Here it is.
Procession of his children arriving in court for day one of their father's sex trafficking trial in New York, hands gripped in solidarity.
Do you still believe your dad's innocent? How did you feel hearing that testimony? You have to apologize on behalf of your father. Do you believe your father's innocent? Do you still convinced your father's innocent?
Your daddy got 4 years! Your daddy got 4 years for abusing women! That's wrong! He should get more!
Fight this to the end. Not afraid of the charges. Nothing that's like the OJ all over again.
Hello. This is a prepaid collect call from Federal Correctional Institution, Fort Dix.
Now, you guys remember last month when Marlon Wayans caught backlash after his radio interview? One of his main reasons for not supporting the doc is
I
because...
ain't gonna lie, I'm trying to see this documentary. Because I'm interested to see how the sons are going to spin all this baby oil. That's the first thing I want to know. Second of all, how you going to, you know what I mean, explain all the kind of shit he was doing with these ladies? And how you going to spin it so that he looks like a good guy? That's what I don't know. Because it seemed like they pissed off at 50 and they want to change the narrative.
Because he felt like docs are all about painting narratives. Marlon Wayans said, if you don't like somebody, you can easily do a doc and make them look a certain way.
Okay.
In the documentary, there was insinuations of, you know, that Diddy possibly had something to do with both Tupac and Biggie. And, you know.
Who's telling the story, right? You can skew.
People very close to the situation.
But you can skew. You can create any narrative as a producer and as a director and as a storyteller. I can create a narrative. I could be like, you know what?
You have?
I could create a narrative.
Well, we see it all the time in reality shows. Like,
nah,
reality
that's right.
shows,
Yeah,
that's how they're creating, you write a
narrative.
character.
It doesn't mean it's true. It doesn't mean it's true. I can get interviews, I can do this, I can get footage, and I could make you think this about that person.
Nah, for sure, yeah.
And that doesn't necessarily mean it's true. So for me, you know, I think, look, 50 and Puff have a long-term beef.
Well, looks like Diddy's sons, Christian and Justin Combs, they definitely learned a lot from the interview and said, you know what? Since 50's making our dad look like a monster, a big villain, why don't we put out a doc to make him look human? Now, this doc is being produced by none other than Zeus Network. That's right, you guys. The network that shows you nothing but...
All right, man, I'm not going to lie. I watched that documentary. I think 50 did an excellent fucking job. It was amazing. You know what I mean? He could have been talking about anybody. It was great journalism. You know what I'm saying? Well, I think. So, unless the boys are going to come up with something better, They're just wasting their time because, I mean, we all got the same information. How you spinning it? What you wanted to see the other side of, you know, maybe Diddy's not that much of a monster? I don't know. But I'm watching it.
Scandalous women in bikinis doing absolutely nothing productive but fighting each other. Now, Zeus Network caught a lot of backlash. A lot of people said, yo, we gotta cancel these guys. How can you want to platform something like this, especially when all the victims have came forward about Diddy? Now, after receiving a lot of backlash yesterday, this prompted the CEO of Zeus Network to speak out. Lamel Plummer put out this message. He said, yo, to be clear, this documentary series is centered on providing Justin and Christian the opportunity to share their personal story and lived experiences, particularly as their lives have also been directly impacted. This project is not intended to endorse, defend, or vindicate Diddy or any individual, nor does it seek to justify or minimize any actions that have been alleged or adjudicated. As a network, we believe in the importance of allowing individuals to speak for themselves, just as any credible network entering the documentary space does. Hey man, I like that excuse. When the house is on fire, you gotta blame everybody else. You gotta snitch. Hey you guys, Netflix also does it too. And don't forget about Hulu and also Tubi. They all do it. I love it. Now he goes on to say, our role is to provide a platform for stories to be told.
Now before the guy from Zeus Network, I don't even know what fucking network that is. Now I gotta go do my research. If it's a bunch of trashy, raunchy shit, why would you put out your father's documentary on some shit network like that? Like a network that's promoting the stuff your daddy was into. Anyway, Lady T, good morning. Salute to you. Good morning, Lady T. Salute to you. I can't say Happy New Year, but we almost in the New Year. Tomorrow we gonna be in the New Year. Yeah. What we say? I think they should leave this part of the industry alone. Yeah. Bark up the wrong tree. You know what I'm saying? 50 is known for having receipts for his allegations. What rebuttals could they have? And but I'm interested in the docu-series to see what they say. I ain't gonna lie, Lady T, I am very interested to see how they spin it as well. Cause what rebuttals do you have? Like, at the end of the day, the nigga was still guilty for whatever he was guilty of. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Unless they got some info we don't got. And then if they do that shit, they better leave 50 out of it.
Honestly and without prejudgment. What viewers will see is raw, real, and authentic storytelling. That is the essence of this project. We respectfully ask that the series not be prejudged before it is seen. Everyone will have the opportunity to watch, assess the content, and arrive at their own conclusions. AKA, we spent a shit ton of money on this doc. Please do not make any noise to get it canceled before we actually get a chance to put it out. Now, let's all be honest here, alright? This is a money grab. These guys have seen how much money these kinds of docs make, especially when you're telling the story from the villain side. Lamel knew this would go viral. He knew this would cause a lot of controversy, but yet he said, fuck it. If the money's there, let's do it. I promise you, nobody on this earth, nobody in this galaxy, nobody in this fucking Milky Way was sitting around wondering, hey man, I wonder what Christian Combs and Justin Combs are thinking about Diddy being locked up right now. Boy, I sure wish somebody would make a docu-series about their thoughts on it. And to be honest, you guys, I don't blame them. As a business, you gotta do what's going to make you money, whether positive or negative. Lamel knows his target audience. The man knows that people that don't fuck with his network, the Zeus Network, they're probably not gonna tune in. But people that subscribe to his network, people that watch baddies, people that enjoy ratchet shit, 9 times out of 10, despite the controversy, they're all gonna tune into the docu-series. Now, the man of the hour, 50 Cent, spoke out against it. 50 Cent said, wow, I want to see this show. I'm not sure this was a good idea. Now, if you're 50, you know exactly what Diddy's trying to do with this doc. He's trying to control the narrative and make you look crazy for putting out the initial doc on him. And what better way to tug people's heartstrings and get sympathy than using your own kids? Unfortunately for them, if this doc does not include these guys having anything to say about Diddy being convicted, Or if these guys do not come out and say, yo, our dad was wrong, I don't think people are really gonna care for it. I'm sorry, you can't put out this doc and not mention that your dad was absolutely wrong.
All right, hold on. Before we go to the next spot, what's the next spot?
What?
All right, before we get to what Oschino got to say, because this nigga got some shit to say. That nigga always saying some funny shit. All right? Diddy's son, okay, whoa. The poll's kind of fucked up now. Hold on. Let me see what the poll's saying. All right. 40% says yes, 50 knows the game. Them little boys need to stay in their lane, leave this shit the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? All right. 20% said, yo, no, let them tell their side. Fair enough. The other 40% said, fuck it, I'm watching regardless. I'm rocking with the niggas that's watching regardless. But if I had to make 2 votes, I'm going with the, you know what I'm saying, 50 knows the game, and y'all niggas better leave this shit the fuck alone. That's my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, what we say here? Hold on, let me hold on here, ladies. See, let me get this. All right, there we go. It seems like it's going to be scripted. Couldn't they use footage from their life? It's definitely going to be scripted. Well, 100% going to be scripted. 1,000%. I think they're going to use all the footage that they have to make Diddy look a certain way. To not look as much of a villain than he already looks like. That's what I think. And to make some money. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, they're going to make some money off it and, you know what I mean, and kumbaya. I just think 50 got in their ass. And now they pissed off. You know what I mean? Oschino, my favorite nigga from Philadelphia. I ain't gonna lie, that's my nigga. That's my nigga. When I go to Philly, I'm gonna check Oschino. You know what I'm talking about? He got a problem with the other nigga from Philly, Gillie Da Kid. And the shit he got to say is quite the interesting, yeah.
You and Gillie.
Oh yeah, Gillie. So I tipped me and Gillie was friends. But shout out to Gillie. Today on the ride up here today, people on live said, why don't you and Gillie just fight? They got the KO parties already. You know what I mean? And I would fight him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How tall is Gillie? Gillie's not that tall.
You know, but his mouth, he talk like he tall. Got a lot of mouth. So this what happened. This how it started. You know, him and Meek Mills is Bookie Butt-Butts. They like really close Bookie Butt-Butts. They got a bromance, right? So I had a video on my page talking about Meek Mills. Gillie made a mistake and liked it. They say he made a mistake and liked it. Then he unliked it, right? I didn't see it. The people see everything. They say, oh, you see what Gillie did, whatever. I didn't pay no mind. But I guess so many people saw it and was saying something about it. Gillie felt like he had to respond. You ever like something and then unlike, they start talking trash about me. So after that, I'm gonna pounce on him. So I've been pouncing on him. You know what I mean? And even with Wallow, I said, Wallow, don't let Gillie get you in trouble, Wallow. You know what I mean? Because I went to the with a young lady. She was getting a wax, right? And he said, well, do you want to get a wax? I said, no, I don't get wax. He said, well, I don't get wax. It's ass wax all the time. I said, well,
what? I don't know anything about this.
Black goes, yo, I don't know anything about this. Yo, Wallow, I'm gonna need a response for that shit, bro. Because I mean, allegedly, the esthetician said you come up here and get your shit waxed all the time now.
I'm just telling you.
Just so everyone knows.
So my thing is
no
this.
idea.
Wallow, don't let Gillie get, because what's this my thing? If I'm beefing with Chris, I'm beefing with Neef too. It's a yellow group.
Right.
So Gillie, if I beef with Gillie, Wallow just by default just
right.
like gotta. It's
a package deal.
It's a package deal. So Wallow, you gotta tell Gillie to shut up. You know what I mean? Because I don't like all this body moving. He act like the girls off this, what's that Victoria's Secret that had the wings?
Okay.
Gillie act like that now. Then his hat he wears. This fucking bozo hat. It's like a big, I don't know if you saw it.
It's a big giant hat. Yeah.
The dumbest shit. It makes me embarrassed to be from Philadelphia.
It's an Eagles hat usually, right?
Yes, but it's like, no, you can wear that hat at the game. Cool, wear that hat at the game. When you wear that hat on a regular street, that shit is like the most bozo-ish shit I've seen in my whole life being from Philly. And then people from out of town like, do y'all wear those hats? Then I just seen Meek with one on now. I said, oh, these motherfuckers are super bozos. I mean, so I was like, just leave me alone. Because I'm going to call you out on bozoism.
What was that video that you posted?
If bozoism a word, if it's not, that's what we rocking with in 2026, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't with no bozoism. You know what I'm saying? No hoism. You know what I'm saying? No BBLism. Now I'm telling you, man. Yo, that's what we on. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Goddamn right.
And we'll show it on the side here, where he's like at a fight and he's like screaming at someone.
They just had a knockout party. He just acting crazy like he was on drugs or something. Let me sweating. He's acting. This is my thing. I said to Gillie, Gillie, why would you interview Beanie Siegel, the nigga who beat the shit out you, and you interviewing him, but you mad at me? I never touched you.
Wait. So Beanie and
beat the shit out Gillie Da Kid
when?
On South Street. This was in front of Birdman. That's why Birdman stopped fucking with Gillie.
Over what?
Because state property and Major Figgas was going back and forth back then.
Okay, so Gillie was part of Major Figgas.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So Bean seen him on South Street when the All-Star was in Philly. NBA All-Star game was in Philly. And Gillie was with Birdman and them. I mean, Bean seen him coming out the store, put his arm around him, beat him up in front of Baby, and that's when Baby stopped messing with Gillie. But Gillie denied it for a long time. I mean, but now you shouldn't have fucked with me because I was there.
You saw it?
Yes.
You actually saw it?
I actually saw it.
You're not trolling right now.
No, listen, my cousin is the one that drove Beans from the scene to take him home after he beat Gillie up. I got him on my page talking about it. Like, and my cousin don't got nothing to do with it. He don't do the internet thing, but he like, yeah, you know, but even Beans even said it.
Hey, look, man.
Yo! Shots fired. That's it. Shots completely fired. So, Gillie can't say shit. Beanie Siegel them busted. Can you imagine? That nigga, yo, what up, dog? And I beat you the fuck up. The motherfucking cousin just drove the nigga home. So you can't, it didn't happen. We got eyewitness account. You know what I'm saying? And then you gonna interview the nigga. See, niggas know how to put their energy on the wrong niggas. You know what I'm saying? But if I was him, if we took any book from what we just saw, Oschino do the child some white, I would leave this nigga the fuck alone. I would leave him alone. All right. If you're watching right now, you're 100% a real one. Smash up the like button for a player partner, man. It's free. It ain't gonna cost you nothing. And you know what I'm saying? I send you absolutely nothing but love if you do it for a player partner. All right? Adam22 done got into some bullshit. But I like it, though. I'm like, Adam don't give a fuck. Adam's a rebel white nigga.
I thought I was going to come in here on some jolly stuff.
It is the day after Christmas.
Bro, do you understand what you're doing right now?
What are you talking about?
For those of y'all don't know, I can't recite anything. And I know y'all tripping, but he just played me something.
My 4 extra dish.
That I kind of wish I didn't hear, but I'm glad I heard it. Just picture this. As much as an asshole y'all know he can be, put all that on steroids and pour 10 trillion tons of disrespect, you can't release that, bro.
Why?
Now, listen, bro, I'm gonna tell y'all. Adam got beef with 4 Extra. Cause 4 Extra done blew off his head with some firecrackers or some shit that went wrong. Adam made content about it because that's what Adam do. 4 Extra didn't like it. So now they got issues. Well, you know, Adam22 is a white boy, you know, that likes to stretch his boundaries a little bit. Now this one, that nigga tested his boundaries, all right.
You say you in the field, bitch, well 22 the gardener. You should've took the safer route and got yourself a sparkler. You think that I was Jesus, keep that tool like I'm a carpenter. What? She could be Sabrina Carpenter. I'd still fart on her.
You think it'd be bad?
Yeah.
All right, so it looks like this Adam22 and 4 Extra beef is getting heated, right? If you don't know, the two have been having a bad...
Adam is retarded. I'm not gonna lie, yo, bro, listen. How you gonna, it's like, yo, listen. No matter what 4 Extra's gonna do, if Adam's gonna keep making records like that, what are you gonna do? Like, what's your response gonna be? I'm gonna watch y'all kill you. Oh my God.
Back and forth for quite some time now. 4 Extra obviously used to be a member of the No Jumper crew. Honestly, he was probably one of the quote unquote top talents up there when he was there. But back about 5 months ago, he had an incident with a firework where things went wrong. He ended up, setting the firework off in his hand. It apparently blew his fingers off. Ended up having to go into emergency surgery.
And drinking, smoking, yeah, well, guess what? We don't give a fuck. Since he got nerfed, I think that something's up. He's moving like a club. I promise you the fireworks in my hand, it's finna bust. You can't even ball your fist. How you finna rep the glove?
Is for sure. 4 Extra was super.
I said, hey man, Adam might be up for Artist of the Year in 2026. I think Adam might start going become a rapper. I think Adam needs to stop doing this No Jumper shit, get in the booth, and go make some records. And this all these niggas and hope and prove these niggas ain't gonna do shit. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that's why I look at niggas will sit there and whatever for everybody else. And Adam do this shit, I'm telling you, 4 Extra ain't gonna do nothing about it. Even if he gets in the booth, what are you gonna say? You know what I'm saying? You got to see the nigga and do something to the nigga. That's the only way, because it's not gonna go back and forth with the white boy. He's the white boy. He's gonna win. He's gonna win. And he's a silly white boy, so he's gonna win.
Super upset about it. You can see this on full display during the interview that he did with Trap Lore on Cam Capone News when he was asked about No Jumper, and he went off saying that he would never go back up there and that he pretty much felt betrayed by Adam as a friend. Right? Let's take a look at that for a second.
Ask all the time, when you going back to No Jumpers? Nigga, I ain't going back. I ain't no going back. Why would I go back to that's on the internet talking about me? You get up there with my enemies, talk about my hand?
Shots my folks on Vernon Ave, yeah, they known to set trip. But last time you was in the county was for beating on your bitch. You put a carrot in a man's ass, I think you like dick. You making LA look bad with them smoke shop fits.
Talk about me, laugh like it's God. I would've broke your.
God damn, Adam. Why would you say something like that? If I'm the nigga, I'm pissed off too. I'm mad at the motherfucker.
Sure. What do you mean? I looked at you as a friend. I looked at that as a friend. I brought that to my neighborhood. I brought that to Vernon Avenue. And that nigga think it smiles and faces?
Hey, I just hit the shawarma truck with my llama tuck. I fell off my bike 1,000 times, ain't lose an arm or none. Ain't track that you switched on me, you even turned on Spody face. You the reason gangbangers should never ever own grenades.
My homies, my family, my loved ones sad. They crying.
You the reason why gangbangers should never own grenades. I'm telling you, yo, listen. It's comical. How are you going to go to battle with the nigga? Because in all of his mind, this is funny to me. Holy shit. Nothing this extra 4 Extra's gonna say is gonna phase Adam.
They thinking I'm dying.
Y'all give me a
collapsing.
second, man.
I'm gonna get blood transfusions. Surgery for 5 hours and 30 minutes. And you think it's funny to say, to get up there and think it smell? I would've broke his face. Hell no, I'd never go back there.
Hey, 4 Extra. I just seen a clip of you saying that I was talking shit about you and laughing about you after you got nerfed and your hand turned to a nub. Well, I just want to say that that's cap. In reality, I sent money to your GoFundMe and I was keeping the whole world up to date about what was going on with your goofy ass. So as a result of you lying to the world because you don't want to be honest about the fact that nobody wanted to pay you $50,000 for your interview, I challenge you, 4 Extra, to a fade. I'll see you in the ring.
I was trying to take you out the trenches, keep you out the feds. When I said I'd be a helping hand, this wasn't what I meant. Munchie B can see that he's retarded. That shit takes some talent.
Munchie B can see it. Yo, what Munchie B, what is it? We can see that Munchie B retarded. That should take some talent. Somebody had to wrote that shit for Adam. Oh God, Munchie, come on, leave Munchie be alone, Adam. Come on, man.
Read the warning label, so he took it as a challenge. How do pay your manager when both of y'all illiterate?
Anything that you wish that, or you feel like you could have done differently in dealing with him in this situation?
No. I handled it perfectly, and he's behaving like a child. That's my honest opinion.
Well, breaking right now on WBZ, New England Patriots star Stefon.
All right, hold on. I'm not gonna lie, man. I feel bad for 4 Extra, you know what I mean? Blew off your hand and shit, you know what I'm saying? That's never cool. But I can say this, though. Adam's a funny white boy. You know what I'm saying? And he has no respect, so it's like, how you gonna beat him? The niggas just get in the booth and make these kind of goofy ass videos and everybody's gonna lie. Ha, ha, ha. So unless somebody puts their hands on Adam, nah. You know what I mean? He's gonna continue doing what he do. But yo, we got bigger fish to fry on this goddamn Wednesday, New Year's Eve. Cardi B done got herself into a I told you. So all them Cardi B, BBL hoes and shit, all y'all plastic booty ass motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Now you with the player. And look what happened. Niggas in some trouble. Strangulation trouble.
Diggs is facing serious criminal charges. We have just obtained paperwork from Dedham District Court indicating that the wide receiver is charged with felony strangulation or suffocation and misdemeanor assault and battery. This is stemming from an incident back on December 2nd. Diggs is scheduled to be arraigned on the charges in Dedham on January 23rd. That is just 2 days before the AFC Championship game. The wide receiver's attorneys were in court this morning for a hearing, and we are working to learn more about the incident that led to these charges. We did reach out to the Patriots for a statement. We have that for you here. It says the New England Patriots are aware of the accusations that have been made regarding Stefon Diggs. Stefon has informed the organization that he categorically denies the allegations. We support Stefon. We will continue to gather information and will cooperate fully with the appropriate authorities and the NFL as necessary, out of respect for all of the parties involved. And given that this is an ongoing legal matter, we will have no further comment at this time. We want to bring in Dan Roach now.
Before Dan Roach speaks, let me tell y'all something. Hold on.
To talk about this with us. In the
All right, let me clarify something here, okay? The man strangled his chef. Now, when I heard chef strangulation, I said it got to be a woman. And you had to have been sleeping with her. You know what I'm saying? Now, allegedly, it's over some money. The motherfucker didn't want to pay her. We're going to get into that tomorrow because I got to get all the details. You know what I'm saying? But for what I have right now, you strangled the chef. She was living in your house. She was living chef. It was a woman. And the shit went left. So this is not a good look, man. New England Patriots don't play that shit. They got a bad history of just signing the wrong niggas and then shit going south. So they don't want this shit on their head top. You know what I mean?
The impact, Rochi, that this could have for the team, for the playoffs. We've been on such a roll. How does Coach Vrabel make sure that this doesn't become a distraction for them?
Well, Brianna, I think it's very early in the fact-finding part of this as far as just what happened, how it happened, when it happened, who was involved, and everything else, which we haven't seen or heard yet. So I think that's the first part of it. And then the second part to me is that he categorically denies it when it comes to what happened. So we're going to have to find out the story. Beyond that, I can tell you that as a veteran, a wide receiver, a number one wide receiver coming in, there were questions about Steph Diggs and, how would he behave? How would he handle it? A lot of the number one wide receivers could be divas, if you call it, at times. And he has been nothing but a role model, a perfect citizen in that clubhouse or locker room for this New England Patriots team, so much so that he's emerged as a leader. The players look up to him. I think the coaching staff certainly respects him. And everything that he's done in a Patriots uniform has been good for the team. In fact, just the other day, post-game, after their their win over the Jets down in New Jersey. He was speaking in the locker room talking about being 30 yards away from being a 1,000 yard wide receiver, I think for the 7th time in his career. And he had knee surgery last year and came back. And I think it meant a lot to him. He was almost, to me, kind of emotional, almost in tears, saying he just wants to win, that these milestones don't mean as much to him anymore in his career. At this point of his career, he just wants to win, loves this team, and wants to be a part of them trying to win a Super Bowl. So, like I said, it's again, nothing surprises me, in sports anymore. But I think for everything that we've seen and have been with the guy from day one here in that Patriots locker room, he's been nothing but a role model citizen. So we shall see how it unfolds. But from my perspective, he's been everything you want as a teammate, as a leader, as a New England Patriot so far.
Yeah, Rochi, certainly a lot of positive things ahead of him. He's a dad, has a new baby with Cardi B. But again, here, the breaking news, he is going to be arraigned 2 days before the AFC Championship. So
Man, he had a new baby with everybody. She said he has a new baby with Cardi B, like he's the only baby. The motherfucker got out like 20 babies coming. What the fuck are we talking about? But yo, it might just be a shakedown though. Let's not just jump to conclusions. You know what I'm saying? Just because the nigga a player partner, just because he's a player partner, we can't just jump to conclusions that whatever the young lady said is the truth. It could be a shakedown. So we gotta wait to see. We gotta get more information. That's it. We ain't gonna. We straight up and down like 6 o'clock. We ain't 6:01. We ain't 5:59. So we can't pick a side. You know what I'm talking about?
we will see what happens. We will stay on top of it. Rochi, thank you for your insight, as always, here.
And of course, the charges themselves may seem self-explanatory to lay people, but there's always a lot to it. We want to enter in WBZ legal analyst Jennifer Roman here to help us make sense of all of this. Jennifer, first things first, we have a felony charge and a misdemeanor charge. Can you explain each one or both?
Sure. So the felony charge would carry with it a much more serious sentence than the misdemeanor charge, and it would include.
That's the new slang, Lady T. He's a serial daddy. Yo, that nigga, fuck a serial killer. He's a serial daddy. that nigga, holy shit, that nigga, man.
The potential for imprisonment in the state prison versus just the regular jail. So the nature of the charges make them very different. We don't know if it's a strangulation or a suffocation at this point. We don't really know what the facts are supporting these allegations, but that is definitely the more serious charge of the two.
Hey man, if it's a strangulation, the simplest thing. Where's the marks on your neck? If there ain't no marks on her neck, you a lying ass motherfucker. That's it. That's it.
The assault and battery would carry a sentence up to 2.5 years in the House of Correction as a misdemeanor if convicted. Whether or not somebody gets if convicted, whether or not somebody actually receives the type of sentence they receive depends on the nature of the crime, whether or not they accept responsibility in any way, show remorse, but also whether or not there is a prior criminal history here that would support a harsher sentence. So as this all sort of still is unfolding, we really don't know a whole lot. We'll know more at the arraignment later in January. That should provide some more details about what the allegations are and would shed some light on what potential sentence could look like if he's actually convicted.
Okay, so you mentioned that arraignment. That's January 23rd. There was this motion hearing today. Can you explain briefly, lay terms, what a motion hearing is?
Sure. It's just a way to ask the court to do something that you want. So in this case, the defense is making a formal request that the file be impounded, which would keep it out of the public purview, would keep it away from the press. Those types of motions, when you're talking about somebody who has the kind of star power that Stefon Diggs has, are not usually granted because we do have public interest in these very public figures. So much of their life is already public. There's not really this heavy privacy interest here. So I would be surprised if the judge allowed the defense motion to impound this file and keep it out of the public purview, but it is a possibility.
Yeah, interesting. A lot of stuff there. All right, Jennifer, thanks so much for your time.
She wanted a wig install.
Let me tell you something. If that judge knows what's good for him, you better let us see all that shit. You know what I'm saying? The fuck we want to hide shit. No, we ain't gonna hide nothing. No, we want to know every single detail to what happened in the documents, in the paperwork. Well, we don't want to know everything. Don't go leaving out shit now. Well, what good would that do for you to leave out shit? Then it shows you're guilty or something. That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? Going to Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know what to make of this. I don't know. I don't know. Now let me know, Lady T, while you're watching. The rest of y'all, while y'all watching, let me know what y'all think, man. Because I don't know how to spin this one.
Sorry, I had to bring my baby. But showed up to the appointment with her 6 kids in the hall.
Ain't nobody, no kid, no grown person, nobody ain't finna come in the nothing. Not here.
Millions of people talking about this post on social media.
I'm getting sprayed all over the world. It's ridiculous.
This Georgia stylist says his at-home salon is for wigs, not kids. He turned her away. And like a middle part bust down, the internet is split.
I feel like he should have had something on his website that said he didn't want extra people at his house.
Y'all might see 6 kids, but I see 6 liabilities.
Zamiko Smith, he's known for posting his clients from his Ring camera, typically their hair before they walk into his salon and then after. But he never expected his latest video to get people so upset that some people are making threats against him.
Ain't no way. It's no way that 6 kids can be here.
I'm sorry, I had to bring my baby.
Over 6 million people watched as Stephanie Dotson, mother of 7, showed up to get her hair done. It was Zamiko Smith's second time doing her hair in recent months. This is in Macon, Georgia. She reportedly called him earlier in the day to ask if she could come earlier because she didn't have a ride.
So I was like, no. You can't come early because I have other clients that's here and I don't want you to just sit around.
So when she did show up,
They won't sit. I don't have nobody to watch them. Now I had to get on the bus.
you can hear Dotson explain the situation. She had to take the bus to even get to his house.
I didn't even know kids was coming.
I didn't know that. This one since I got on the bus.
I understand, but I don't allow kids.
And judging by them, what they say, 6 kids? Them kids look like they trouble. Them kids look like they gonna sit in one spot and just sit there. You know them kids that sit there, don't move. They don't like them kind of kids. You know what I'm saying? One of them for sure is gonna be the kind of motherfucker gonna touch everything. I can guarantee. They're probably good kids. That's normal kid shit. So I'm not dogging them. That's normal kid shit. What kids are supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
While I'm doing hair around, period. It's just you, and that's it.
So I'm saying, what I'm supposed to do? Cause
I mean, I don't know. That's not my problem.
I did have some type of compassion that she had to ride the bus, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really have anything to do with me. It just was a hard no. I looked at liabilities. I looked at who's gonna watch them while you're in the chair.
If it was one child, would you?
Maybe, yeah. I probably would have made an exception because the one child can actually be in the room where I'm doing hair at. 6 kids is not gonna fit in the salon's area that I do hair at. So they would have to be some here, some there. They would have to be spread apart.
She told him she wasn't aware of the policy.
I never had to tell anybody not to bring their kids. No one ever brought their kids because my clients know that kids are allowed. She knew the first time that she came to me that kids wasn't allowed. That's why her kids didn't come the first time.
You can see on his website, the booking policy is clear. No extra persons and no kids. Dotson, though, later revealing on Facebook Live that was updated on his site after this video was posted and later went viral.
You think I would have?
Hold on. What we said, AT? They don't like. Oh wait. Yeah, they don't look like they're gonna sit in the first place. I'm telling you, them little niggas look like they're gonna be all over the goddamn. And he is running a business out of his home, so space is obviously limited. The man is not running a goddamn daycare, man. And you showed up with the whole tribe. It wasn't gonna work without another adult there to maybe even supervise the kids, if that. That's a lot of kids, man. I'm telling you, man. I got 4 in the house with me. I know what it's like. They don't sit in one spot. They be all in everything, especially when they're different ages and shit. Oh my God.
Showed up at this man's house with all my babies. If we had that policy up there, no kids, I did not know that. You want to know why I did not know that? That policy was not up there.
She did go on social media and say that you only wrote that thing on your website that says no kids, no extras after the fact. So
I did wrote it after the fact too, pretty much, because I was getting bookings right after. You feel me? So I wanted to not only have the video, but also have this in y'all face to understand it is a no extra person and a no kid zone. Like, not at all.
He says he did offer to give her her deposit back, to which she refused.
She say, no, I'm going to find for them somewhere to go. I don't want my money back.
Yo, good morning, Chico Black. Salute to you, player partner. Salute to you, man. All love, man. Hopefully everything's good with the family. You know what I'm talking about? I appreciate you tapping in. You know what I mean? Yeah, we rocking and rolling this morning, man. You know what I'm saying? I think we I got a couple more segments to go in the chat in the live today.
Because I don't have nobody else to do my hair.
He says he gave her about 30 minutes to find someone to watch the kids, or he'd have to reschedule her. So she made it happen.
She still got her hair did that day. I still did her hair that day. We talked and everything. That day she told me, she was telling me about the kids. She was telling me how much it's been hard for her for Christmas. She was telling me how she hasn't had help from her family. I mean, we had a very much detail and depth and talk about just life in general.
Dotson saw it differently. She says she chalked up the situation at first, but when the unedited video of her and her children were posted, it seemed like a ploy to embarrass her.
Because once again, he didn't post a video talking about me till after the fact. Like, weird. Just like when y'all went on his page, what he said, oh, she a sweetheart, she a good person. I didn't do nothing to him. Nothing. I didn't do nothing to him to be talked about. But he talked about me. That's not right, and that's not okay.
Smith says that was not his intent, apologizing for sharing the video without blurring the children's faces to protect their identity. He says he simply posted it to let future clients know about his strict no kids policy.
Today, the search for a missing teen in Texas is intensifying.
Man, that's fucked up, man. I mean, it's his business, though. Man's got to stay on his business. You know what I'm saying? The man has got to stay on his business. And it's just it's too much kids, man. And Lady T, like you said, at least he offered her deposit back. You know, she still got her hair done. I just think she's more pissed off of the fact that, yo, my kids' faces all on, you know what I'm saying? Even you didn't take the time to blur my kids' face and shit. My kids didn't sign up to be on your social media, but then at the same time, she already knew this is what he does. When you ring the doorbell, you're going to be recording it from my social media. So I think she still got her hair done. Yo, we got an issue out in Texas, man. Oh man, I hope they find the little girl though. I hope they find the little girl, man.
Officials say a 19-year-old girl disappeared on Christmas Eve after taking what her family describes as a typical morning walk. But the alarm bells went off when her mother realized her daughter didn't have her phone with her. Their San Antonio community now working around the clock to try to find her. NBC News correspondent Ryan Chandler has the latest.
This morning, a desperate search is on for a missing Texas teenager.
I miss her so much, and please came back.
Her mother and brother tell us they last saw 19-year-old Camila Mendoza Olmos on Christmas Eve. Officials say surveillance video shows a person they believe is Olmos looking for something inside her car before she left on foot. Her family thought Olmos was going for a morning walk, but grew worried after finding her phone turned off in her bedroom.
She's not the kind of person that she left home like that.
State police renewing their plea for the public's help, warning she's possibly endangered. The Bexar County Sheriff tells us they're exploring every possible lead, and mental health could be a factor.
Any prior text messages or social media activity that may give you some indication of what happened?
There have been indicators of some depression issues going on with this young lady that does raise concerns of self-harm. We have to look at the whole gamut of possibilities. Did she leave the country? Did she leave the country in the company of somebody else? Has she been taken against her will?
I think Tammy just went off on her own I knew she, maybe was a bit sad or something like that, but this just seems like such an escalation, like 0 to 100.
Over the weekend, family, friends, and neighbors joining together in a massive search for the missing teen.
We're definitely staying positive for them and doing as much as we could to put our best and putting our all into just finding her, just to bring her home safe.
Our thanks to Ryan Chandler for that report. Now, local authorities issued a new alert for Camila yesterday, saying,
Bruh, I think for her to leave her phone at home off, she wanted to not be found. She wanted a head start. She didn't want to be tracked. You know what I'm saying? So, and if she got mental problems, man, it's hard, bro. It's hard, man. What we say? That's gotta be hard for the family. That's crazy. Someone's child missing, man. I hope they find her. I hope they find her too. And on Christmas Eve too, man. I hope they find her, man. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna say it could have been mental health. Sounds like she ran away. It sounds like she ran away. I make sure, you know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because of the fact that, she turned the phone off. My first assumption was she ran away, or she ran away and she definitely got mental health issues. So you mix the two of them together, it's not going to be a good thing. You know what I'm saying? My assessment was somebody didn't just pick her up. You know, she does not want to be traced. She left the phone at home and the phone was off. Man, I feel bad for the family, and I hope that they found her, though. Safe. You know what I mean?
she might be in danger. The sheriff is encouraging the community to check their doorbell cameras or other security footage from the surrounding area, hoping somebody may have caught her on camera.
Now to a news alert. It's been a deadly holiday stretch across Central Florida. 4 teenagers shot and killed in less than a week. Since Christmas Eve, a 13-year-old and 3 17-year-olds all killed in separate shootings. And today we've learned the latest victim.
What the is going on with these little homies? It's like the holidays coming, these little homies just turn into demons. I mean, in Florida, where it's supposed to be sunshine and bikinis. You know what I'm saying? If I live in Florida, I'm telling you, I'm that nigga. I'm on the beach every day. I'm the uncle on the beach every day. I'm the uncle. I got time to be shooting gun. Nigga, I'm trying to see bikinis all goddamn day long. You know what I'm saying? These little niggas, man.
Was a football player at Dr. Phillips. 17-year-old Lil Raylan Harrison was shot and killed last night in Orlando. Fox 35's Chris Lindsay is live in Orange County now. And Chris, you spoke to the teen's former coach.
And as you can imagine, he's devastated. He's been working with and mentoring Harrison for almost a decade. Now, out of nowhere, he joins loved ones, classmates, and teammates mourning his loss.
17-year-old Lil Raylan Harrison was a playmaker on the football field.
Quarterback pitched him the ball. He took it, and he did what he knew what to do.
His coach at Dr. Phillips High School, Boris Jackson, says as great of a player as he was an even better person.
He was a good kid. I just saw him on Saturday, and I embraced him with a hug. I say, boy, I love you, boy. He said, Coach Bojack, I love you too, man.
Jackson at a loss for words after learning Harrison was shot and killed in an Orlando neighborhood Sunday.
Yo, Chico, man, I tell you, Miami, Florida, it's always on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm not gonna lie. It's like, yo, nigga, it's hot all the time. There's all kind of, you know what I'm saying, beautiful women. What the fuck is y'all nigga? Why? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Nigga, you know how cold it is outside right now? It's fucking wintertime. I gotta wear 20 jackets. Chico, it must be nice you wear a t-shirt right now.
Day night.
When I got the text message this morning, I was like, it's unbelievable.
Jackson met Harrison when he was just 8 years old, mentoring him, training him, and watching him grow.
Always had a bubbly personality, you know, very peaceful spirit.
Leading up to his junior year at Dr. Phillips, where he played linebacker, and on this play, running back.
Our offensive coordinator just randomly like, look, I need a running back. And he said, Coach, I'll do it.
As Orange County detectives continue to look into the tragic shooting, his high school community.
We have a lot of students right now that's going to struggle with this loss.
And beyond are heartbroken.
As of now, no suspects have been named. However, if you have any information that can help, you should reach out to the Orange County Sheriff's Office. Reporting live in Orlando, Chris Lindsay, Fox 35 News.
Nobody's been caught. No information. This is disgusting, man. This is disgusting work. Like these kids, something's got to change, man. They got to put the energy to something else. You know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck, man? You know what I'm saying? Why can't niggas just fucking do the right thing? Like now, this innocent life lost. For what? The nigga could have been something in his life. Could have went off to college and shit. Oh man. You see, Chico, he say, Chico, facts, I'm wearing a sweater right now. It's always hot in Miami, sticky hot. Like, damn. Man, I wish it was sticky hot out here all this goddamn time. You know what I'm saying? Either I'm going to goddamn Florida or I'm going to Texas, but them Texas niggas, they can't smoke no weed and shit, so I don't know. I think I'm going to Florida where they can smoke my weed. You know what I'm saying? I got my little thing on me, you know what I mean? Shit goes south, you know what I mean? I can protect myself. Yo, bring us to the last segment of the day. Top moments of 2025. Legal moments, man. There's some real shit that went down this year. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it.
This morning, we're taking a look back at the biggest crime and court dramas of 2025. Here's CNN's Gene Casares with the top 10 legal stories that made headlines this year.
At number 10, the Massey murder trial. Illinois Sheriff's Deputy Sean Grayson convicted of second-degree murder for shooting the 36-year-old Sonia Massey inside her home. Massey had actually called 911 to report a suspected prowler, but body cam footage shown at trial showed tensions rising after the officer confronted Massey for how she was handling a pot of hot water. Number 9, held accountable.
Massey deserved that not Massey. The officer deserved that shit. Over a boiling pot of hot water. You unalived her. And the stupid Officer Tatum said that she deserved it. Officer Tatum had the nerve to say if it was his mother, he would still say the officer did the right thing. That was the time I unfollowed that nigga. I don't subscribe to nothing come out of that nigga mouth. Fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad justice was served in that shit. You know what I mean? Miami, all we got is weed. You want a smoke shop? We got them everywhere, man. Yo, listen, that's all I'm saying. That's why, I'm gonna be in Miami on the beach, man. I'm telling you, bro. When the shit hits the fan, y'all gonna find Jones in Miami, man. Yo, Chico, make sure it's popping when I get out there, man. Make sure it's popping before I play a partner, you know what I mean? We're gonna be cross country.
A jury awarded Virginia teacher Abby Zwerner $10 million after she sued the ex-assistant principal at her school for failing to act before Zwerner's 6-year-old student shot her in the chest and hand. In gripping testimony, Zwerner told the jury after being shot, she was sure she was going to die.
I thought I had died. I thought I was either on my way to heaven or in heaven.
Number 8, shocking.
She got shot by a 6-year-old? Oh, shit. Little nigga. What the fuck is going on? A 6-year-old? I didn't even remember that story. I did not even remember that story. Oh,
museum heist.
All right, let's begin with breaking news out of Paris. Priceless jewels are stolen from the Louvre in an audacious daytime heist that took only 7 minutes.
It all happened at the Louvre in Paris when thieves stole more than $100 million in crown jewels and slipped away in broad daylight. All 8 suspects were later arrested, but the jewels are still missing to this day. Number 7, Karen Reed acquitted.
Yo, the jewels are still missing? Yo, nigga, as long as them niggas is not doing life in prison, When they come out their set, they ain't worry about shit. Lock me up for 20 years, nigga. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna come out. I got me some money. I got me some jewels. We gonna sell this shit. We gonna be all right. Yo, what? As a matter of fact, congratulations. Congratulations.
What say you? Is the defendant at the bar guilty or not guilty? Not guilty.
A jury found Reed not guilty of hitting and killing her boyfriend, off-duty Boston police officer John O'Keefe, with her car.
No one has fought harder for justice for John O'Keefe.
Yo, Chico, I'm telling you, man, $100 million worth of jewelry in 7 minutes. That deserve a Hollywood fucking movie, nigga. I got to see that shit on Netflix. Nigga, congratulations. I can't lie. Like, you can't act like that's not a great thing. Nobody got hurt. Nobody got hurt.
Than I have, and my team. Thank you.
Large crowds celebrated the decision outside the Massachusetts courthouse. Number 6, Minnesota lawmakers attacked. A man disguised as a police officer ambushed 2 state Democratic officials at their homes. Minnesota House Speaker Melissa Hortman and her husband were killed, while State Senator John Hoffman and his wife were shot but survived. Vance Belter was arrested after a 2-day statewide manhunt. He has pleaded not guilty to charges of murder and attempted murder. Number 5, deadly stabbing in North Carolina. Passengers watched in horror as 23-year-old Ukrainian refugee Irina Zarutska was brutally stabbed 3 times in an unprovoked attack on Charlotte's light rail system.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
I don't know. We didn't see it. There's just a lady right now on the ground with a lot of blood. And everybody's screaming that she got stabbed. And I don't know if anybody's called 911 yet. People are just freaking out.
The case became a political lightning rod after the public learned the suspect, 34-year-old DeCarlos Brown, had an extensive criminal record. Number 4.
As to count 1, where...
You see, man, that's why sometimes, bro, some niggas don't deserve to be on the goddamn street, bro. The buses are no longer safe no more. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody safe. Even the law officials. Even the law officials not safe. I mean, we just saw 2. The nigga picked off 1 family and the other 2 survived. What the fuck? The nigga pulled up to their house. So your residence ain't even safe no more. That's number 1. Niggas are gonna go through elaborate schemes to get you. This little young girl just sitting on the bus, minding her own business, just minding her business. This nigga shouldn't have even been out of prison. Holy fuck.
The defendant, Brian Walsh, is charged with murder in the 1st degree. What say the jury? Is the defendant guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Brian Walsh, convicted. Jurors in Massachusetts found Walsh guilty of murdering his wife, Anna. But unbeknownst to the jury, even before the trial began, Walsh pleaded guilty to illegally disposing of Anna's body and misleading police. Walsh's defense argued that Anna died in a sudden, unexplained death, something prosecutors told jurors defies common sense. The defense rested without Walsh testifying or even putting up any evidence to back their claims. Walsh now faces years in prison. Anna's body has never been found. Number 3, Catholic.
Yo, Lady T, man, you're right. Nowhere. The bus, walking on the street, you're home. Like, nowhere safe. I mean, like, come on, man. Like, now you can't even just ride the bus and just cool out. Without worrying about some crazy ass motherfucker on the bus. I mean, if the police knock your door, you gotta just double check to make sure the police before even open it. Yo, how do I know you're the police? Like, you can't open the door no more just like that, though. That shit fucked up, man. that shit, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Man, the world that we're coming to right now, I mean, I pray it gets better for 2026, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because 2025 was good and bad, but this is some fucked up shit.
Like school children gunned down.
We're following breaking news of a deadly mass shooting at a Catholic school and church in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
August 27th, a shooter fired dozens of rounds through stained glass windows into the sanctuary of Church of the Annunciation in Minneapolis. Students from the Annunciation Catholic School were gathered inside to celebrate a mass in honor of their first week of school. The attack killed 2 children and wounded 24 others, as well as adults.
A coward decided to take our 8-year-old son Fletcher away from us. Because of their actions, we will never be allowed to hold him, talk to him, play with him, and watch him grow into the wonderful young man he was on the path to becoming.
The suspected shooter, a 23-year-old who graduated from the school in 2017, died of a self-inflicted gunshot. Sadly, this was just one of more than 70 school shootings in the United States this year. Number 2, controversial.
What kind of sick ass why would these young G's, man, these young kids, you're 23 years old, you used to go to school, you come back and just start going in on everybody. For what? Only to turn around and take yourself out. And you should have took yourself out and left everybody else. And what was the point? The math don't make no sense at that point. You might as well just took yourself out since you were bothered that much in life. Everybody else ain't had nothing to do with the problem. God damn. Always say, I do, my G, but look what's happening already, and it's not even 2026. May God be with us. May God be with us for real. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm telling you, man, it's just rough. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, this shit rough, man.
Plea deal.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
In a move that blindsided the families, Brian Kohberger took a plea deal before heading to trial for the grisly murders of 4 University of Idaho students in 2022. In exchange for the guilty plea, the government removed the potential for the death penalty. At the emotional sentencing hearing, the families of Kaylee Gonsalves, Ethan Chafin, Xana Kernodle, and Madison Mogan had their turn to speak directly to the killer.
Police officers tell us within minutes they had your DNA, like a calling card. You were that careless, that foolish, that stupid.
You're gonna go to hell. I know people believe in other stuff. You're evil. There's no place for you in heaven.
Kohberger is now serving 4 consecutive life sentences in prison without the possibility of parole. And number 1.
This is CNN Breaking News.
Happening now, some breaking news coming in. Jurors in the trial of Sean Diddy Combs have reached a verdict on all counts.
Rap mogul Sean Diddy.
I'm not gonna lie. I was like, yo, if that last one wasn't number 1, what is number 1? So you can't beat that shit. This nigga did all that to them ladies. But then I forgot Diddy. Shit. Diddy was probably the trial of the goddamn year. Holy shit. Diddy was the trial of the year. I'm not gonna lie. I thought niggas watching that shit like goddamn O.J. Simpson and shit.
Diddy Combs found guilty. But Combs avoided the most serious charges stemming from his federal sex trafficking trial and was found guilty of lesser counts, including transportation to engage in prostitution. Each day, hundreds of people gathered outside the courthouse to follow the proceedings, despite no cameras being allowed in the courtroom. Combs got more than 4 years in prison and was fined $500,000. His attorneys are now appealing.
Boy, 4 years in prison, $500,000. Then you gonna be in Fort Dix right now. Let me celebrate the New Year. Man, still trying to get out early. He's trying whatever he can, y'all. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens in 2026. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I bring it to the end of the segment, y'all. You know, it's been a great year, man. It's been a great year. I appreciate all y'all that tune in throughout the year, man. We're gonna have a post out tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna shout out some day one folks in there, you know what I'm saying? So y'all see y'all names in there because, you know, I got number love for y'all, you know what I'm saying? More great things for 2026. As a matter of fact, we're going to try to step it up now. You know what I mean? Instead of 3 times a week, we're going 5 times a week with the lives so we can get more content out there. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate y'all tuning in and watching the content all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? All day, every day, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But, yo, the shit that we done got into today, the poll looked like we can't make up our minds. But I do know is this, though. We want to see that Diddy documentary that the boys can come up with. You know what I'm saying? I want to see how they spin it. You know what I'm saying? I've got to see how they spin it. You know what I'm saying? What we say? Yo, Happy New Year. You know what I'm saying? Happy New Year. You know what I'm saying to everybody. Let me shout out to, yo, Happy New Year, Chico. Happy New Year, Lady T. Salute to you, Lady T. Salute to you, Chico. Night. I know night's not all right now, but salute to you if you're watching, you know what I'm saying? And all the player partners and all the sisters that tune in all throughout the year, man. Well, we're going to be back at it tomorrow morning, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time roll call. Y'all go and enjoy y'all New Year's. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go and enjoy y'all New Year's. I got some videos coming out. Watch them for a player partner. You know what I'm saying? Happy New Year. Y'all enjoy yourselves, man. And as always, play on, player, play on.